Yogini, and happy Friday night. It's time for the Friday night party. I am, instead of being also live on Twitch, because it wasn't working for me, I am live on Reddit. I haven't been live on Reddit for the Friday night party in such a long time. Why I DeGaff. What is your YouTube channel? My YouTube channel is The Joyful Yogini. So, and if you want, you can go to, it should be easy to find, The Joyful Yogini. But if you have problems finding it, you can also go to my Instagram channel, which is the.joyful.yogini. So if you go to the.joyful.yogini, you go in my bio, my link tree is there, and all of my links. This seems to be tuning. Reddit is tuning. I already got a gold. Whoop, whoop. Awesome. Thank you so much. Just Shit My Pants gave me the gold. That is awesome. And that's got to be uncomfortable. It's got to be uncomfortable. All right. So tonight with the Friday night party, we're going to do some heart healing tonight. So I don't know about you, but a whole bunch of heart shit has been coming up. So, last week, huge. It was like a tsunami of emotions hit me of shit that I was like, I'm not taking this anymore. Like it was a lot of stuff that came up, waves of emotions. But it was good. It was really good because it helped me to step into my power. And so right now where the energy is at, we have 5 planets in retrograde. I am not an astrology expert at all, but I listen to my astrology peeps, and just because I like to stay in the know, because I totally align with what they say. It always makes sense with what's going on in my life. So, anyways, we have 5 planets in retrograde, and what just went in retrograde yesterday was Chiron, and that is digging deep in that heart stuff. And what I even noticed today is when I was going for a walk, I was walking my dogs and I was talking to a friend on the phone. And as I was explaining some stuff to her, I noticed that the right side of my heart, I had this deep pain in it all of a sudden. And I know my heart's okay, so it wasn't like a heart issue. And then I told her that, and she says, "Ooh, what we were just talking about." And so I recalled what we were talking about. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It's part of that heart trauma that needs to be healed and cleared. Forgiveness is a key. Okay, so forgiveness is a key. And it might seem okay. Let me back this train up. Forgiveness, for me, it wasn't necessarily obvious that I needed to do some forgiving. Because, sometimes when you've been in relationships with people, whether it's a parental unit type of relationship that you've been through a lot of shit together, right? Or if you've been with a partner for a really long time, or if you've been in a job for a really long time. I'm going to read that message in a sec. So, it can bring up, when something happens in the present, all the shit from the past still has some energy if you haven't totally forgiven them. And when those buttons get pushed within the present, you're like, oh, there it is again. And it's all that energy from all that past that kind of brings, it comes up to the forefront. Whether you realize it or not, that energy is still there until you can totally forgive. And you know what? We're always doing the best that we can along our journey. Okay, so why DeGav says, I'm quite happy today too. Nice. Starting my work will no longer feed us. So I stole 4 to 6 piece nuggets and 6 large fries. Oh my goodness. Well, I want to say I'm so sorry that you had to steal that. But deep down, that must not feel that good. That must feel pretty crappy to do that. So I'm sorry you're in that situation. And I wish you a ton of abundance. When I pulled the cards for the weekend reading, One of the cards was be open to receiving abundance because a gift is coming to you shortly. So I hope you have some financial abundance coming to you. Maybe a job that will be more in alignment with who you are and what rocks your boat or what floats your boat. Maybe you don't want it to rock. Maybe you want it to just float. Rocking can make you feel a little nauseous, and maybe that's what you've been experiencing lately is the rocking, right? That makes me think of the song, don't rock the boat, baby, rock the boat, tip the boat over, rock the boat. Okay, that's the party part of the Friday night party. It's me serenading you. Should I apologize now? I am sorry. You know what? I want to get a good sound system going here, and I still don't have a proper setup because I've listened to some of my streams after the fact when I played music, and it sounds like crap. So I'd rather not play any music, and I'd rather just sing to you if I'm inspired. So hopefully you'll stick around. All right, so I was saying we were going through this heart healing, and I was saying that forgiveness is really important. So it's about creating a clean slate now with relationships. I have an itchy nose. I got an itch. I got allergies. Do you guys have allergies? Okay, so it's about creating a clean slate and trusting that, if people are still like, let me back up for a second. I'm backing up the truck again here. When, over the past few months, we've had opportunities to end some stuff and some relationships that just weren't working for us. And even right now, there is an opportunity to I'm jumping ship. This is so not working for me right now. It's not that you have to rush into those decisions right now, but there is the opportunity we're repelling from situations and from people that are no longer in alignment with who we are. So pay attention to how you're feeling around the people that you normally hang with. And see whether they're still resonating with you. Pay attention to your heart with that. Because you might be learning that they're just no longer in alignment, or you might be learning, crap, my heart has been closed and I need to open that up. And sometimes you need to have that forgiveness to heal all that heart stuff. And then from that healing, beautiful miracles can happen within your relationships, or it's just you've healed it. Now you have the clarity, and now you can move forward and not jump into another relationship with the same patterns because you've learned it. Because if you jump ship too soon and you didn't learn the patterns, you didn't heal it, then you'll just find another relationship to recreate, maybe in a different way, what has already been going on in your life. So giving you another opportunity to learn and grow. That's why we're here. That's my belief system. We can all, Cree Warriors in the house. All right, Cree, I am here, scared about that paddle. The paddle in the boat. I'll be gentle, Cree. I'll be gentle. Or will I? Oh, I love how playful you are, Cree. It's awesome. All right. So I'm going to start with some cards. So let me grab a deck of cards. I'm going to pull some cards for inspiration of what is going to kick off our learning, our healing. Because that's when I pull the cards, that's when the channeling will start. And then we'll see. There might be a dedicated meditation that might happen with some cool, cool ass healing energy that might be coming in. I feel like there's going to be some type of healing going on. But sometimes the healing just happens through the words that I'm given. So the words that are downloaded through my channeling have a particular vibration, and those words can create the healing that we need. And pay attention to what comes up over the next few days, and give yourself rest when you need to rest, because as you're going through the healing and you're integrating it within all of your cells, it takes a lot out of you. It's just like if any of you have ever been pregnant before, it takes a lot of energy to build a baby, right? It takes a lot of energy, especially the first few months. You're like, holy crap, I just need my bed, right? So tired. So it's not going to be as intense of that. Well, maybe there might be some waves of that. I know. And what's also been weird for me too, because I am doing a lot of integration. I'm not sleeping very well. Like last night, crap sleep. Night before, crap sleep. And you know what? Let me take that back. I shouldn't label it as crap. I should label it as maybe a disturbed sleep. I just have woken up several times. But I wake up from a dream, and then I can really integrate the message from that dream in my consciousness. So that part is pretty cool too. All right, so let me pull cards. I'm drawn to pull from the Archangel deck. Okay, and I love this to be participatory, so feel free to ask questions as we go. And if you're going through any specific stuff yourself, okay, feel free to share. And if you want me to pull any specific cards for you or just channel any messages to help you with whatever you're going through, I'd love to be here for you. And sometimes some channeled healing will come through specific for you. And I want you to know that if I'm ever pulling cards for someone else, pay attention to the messages, because if they resonate, then those messages you were meant to hear. They're meant to be for you as well. All right, so what do we all need? And when I'm asking this question of what we all need, it's going to be whether you are watching this live or whether you're watching it after the fact, okay? So the intention is we're going to get the messages that we need to assist us with our healing process. Yeah, there, okay. Ooh, it is hot in here. You know what? I have a ring light, and it heats things up in here. It seriously does. And I think every Friday night I start singing the song, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I can take my clothes, which I'm not going to, and I think I say that every Friday, but it's freaking hot. Woo-wee! Hair will probably be going up soon. All right, that feels good. I need a fanboy. Or maybe just my dog Chewy can be here with his tail going whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. That would be pretty good. All right, the first card that wants to come out is a beautiful card. And this is to give you the inspiration and the trust and the motivation to keep moving forward. Gifts from God. Hi from Louisiana. Hi. I love Louisiana accents, Hoopy. I wish I could hear your accent right now. That's awesome. I love accents in general. I think they're just so cool. So anyways, I'm glad you're saying hi from Louisiana. Love it. All right, so the first card gets from God. Now, if you don't believe in God, or maybe you call them something else, I usually say source energy. Like I believe we're all connected to the same energy. So I just say like source. So, but you can insert whatever you want to insert there if you don't believe in God or you call it something else. So, gifts from God. This message comes from Archangel Standophon. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. So we have the pink energy in there, and we also have the purple energy. So this my finger needs to go that side. Go on. All right. So the purple is associated with the crown chakra. So that is tuning in with source energy. So the message that's coming through is your intuition is on high right now. Pay attention to those ideas and inspiration and trust them. Because if it initially feels good when it comes in, go with that thought. Because, if after the fact, then fear starts coming up, that fear is just bullshit, okay? That's just trying to sabotage you and go, ooh, are you really worthy of that? No, that can't be true. So tell that saboteur to piss off. And I'm pointing to the shoulder because you have one that is like, everything is all good. You get the little angel on your shoulder saying, your little cheerleader, you're doing awesome. And the other one is like, you're not worth anything. You're not good enough. And you got to flick that one off and just pay attention to your cheerleader. And so I believe we all have angels and guides. We have a team, a spiritual team that helps us, and you can just ask them for support. And who is saying hi? Frosty Bid's in the house. Hey, how are ya? Thanks for saying hi, too. Okay, who is that now? Oh, Frosty Bit says you're so cute. Thanks, man. That is an awesome compliment. I love it. You, I think my cheeks just got a little bit tighter. You know that? Oh, that's awesome. That's what I was feeling there. All right, so you have some beautiful gifts coming to you. The gifts will be coming in either beautiful ideas and inspiration to move you forward along your path that will bring you more abundance. And you can receive abundance in all different ways, more abundance in love, in friendships, in happiness, in sexiness, in financial, in career, in health. So you can receive abundance in so many different ways. Is coming to you. So trust that your intuition is on the money. You got it. Move forward. You got to take action. So when you get those ideas and inspiration, move forward at least in a small way. You got to at least move forward. Did I say at least like several times? You got to take one little step. So maybe it's sending that email, making that phone call, journaling about it, getting a strategy all written out from the ideas that were coming, whatever it has to do with. Start moving forward, because as you move forward, you're gaining the momentum of the energy. When you're wanting to bring in abundance, you want to bring in kick-ass stuff into your life, you need to be in a high vibrational place. So you want to be in your happy place, and you want to be trusting that you're worthy in receiving it. So this weekend, also do some things that float your boat, that bring in that element of play, even sexiness in there. That's also that second chakra. Anything to do with the second chakra. You can use your creativity. Maybe you're going to paint. Maybe you're going to sew. Maybe you're going to quilt. Maybe you're going to garden. Maybe you're going to dance. You're going to sing, listen to some AC/DC or something and rock it out. Or Lizzo, like whatever it is. Or maybe you're going to get it on with yourself or with a partner, because that sexy ass energy is also going to help in bringing in that abundance. So you get that vibration level high, you take action as you're inspired. And if you could actually see energy, some people can, right? But if you could see the energy as you're in that high vibrational place, you'll see all the things that you've been asking for being drawn to you. That energy is just pulling in, everything's coming into place. But always trust in beautiful divine timing, okay? Things are gonna happen in the order as they should. Sometimes you might need to learn something first before it's gonna come in, or sometimes this person needs to do this, and then that person needs to do that, and all these things need to fall into place before you actually see it. But you need to trust that underground, that underlying energy is happening. Just like when we have a garden, and when we first planted the seeds within our veggie garden, you don't see anything, and you're watering it, and you're getting the sunshine in there, and you're fertilizing it, and you don't see anything for a while. And then you start to see, but you know it's going to come, right? It's going to come. And then you start seeing those little sprouts. And then be in the excitement of watching it grow. So you know what those little sprouts represent? It's those little hints of something good is going to happen. Maybe you get that phone call. Maybe you have a dream that gets you excited about it, so those little sprouts are those indications that stuff is happening. Okay. Frosty Bit says, yeah, okay. Check DM. Okay, Frosty, I will. Should I be checking the DM right now? I'm afraid if I check it now, I will start tuning, because sometimes it's already slowing down. But I will after the fact for sure. But if I need to check it right now, let me know. All right. So the next card, I love this. And it totally makes sense for what I was just saying with this one, is brilliant idea. And I love the orange in there. See the beautiful orange? So orange represents that second chakra. That second chakra, the center of your creativity, your fertility, your joy, your sexuality, your abundance, baby. So ideas, pay attention to those ideas, okay? So tonight, tomorrow, the next day, even the next 7 days, really pay attention to those ideas and know that they are brilliant manifestations from your higher self, from your angels and guides, that they're like pushing you forward. So it says, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action and bring your idea to fruition. And I love it how they have a lightning bolt, and that horse is like, let's go. So that lightning bolt, that is the power behind what the energy you have going on for you right now. The energy is right, it's electric. It's like, you know, you're going to take that arrow thing that's made from lightning and just like hit it into the bullseye of what you're going after, and then like it's just gonna happen. I love it. I hope that was descriptive enough. Are you feeling it? I want you to feel it on a visceral level, so you truly believe that you are manifesting brilliance. I like the Pegasus. Yeah, I do too. I do too. And it does have a unicorn horn too. Is that nice? I know they're cool pictures. They're cool, really cool drawings. I love it. All right, next card. Let's see. Hello from heaven. Isn't this nice? Hello from heaven. Oh, monkey. I feel it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Sorry about my ring light there. You don't see the ring light anymore. Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So those of you who have lost someone, they are, yeah, it's like a love letter from them saying, we're cool, we're good, and we're watching over you, and you're doing awesome, and don't even worry about us. Like, I believe that our energy never dies. So when our physical body dies, our energy is there, and we can be everywhere all at once. And we're planning our next venture, you know, for the next level of soul learning. And I believe we also go through a healing process once we cross over too. And then we reacquaint ourselves with whoever our ancestors and friends or family members, you know, that have already passed. And yeah, so if you've lost someone, whether it's a family member or a friend or even a neighbor or someone who you heard about in the news that they passed away and it really affected you, you know, it just kind of cut you to the core, even if you didn't even know them. And so this message is, it's okay. We are okay. I'm gonna have to put my hair up. It is just sticking to me. Oh, you lost your three-legged one-eyed dog. Ear half bitten off, named Lucky. Oh, monkey, are you serious? Was that, are you just pulling my leg? A dog named Lucky, 3 legs, ear bitten off, and what was the other thing? One eye. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is a hilarious name. I like your sense of humor, whether you are truthful about it or not. I'm gonna put in my hair up. I gotta be some style though. Gotta leave a little chunk down. Oh my goodness, it is hot. Okay, there. I got my bauble going. Bobblehead. Okay, what does it say? He still barks in my heart. Ah, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you know, and I'm so glad you did mention 4-legged or 3-legged ones, because yeah, I believe we can connect with them as well. You know, before losing my cat, I have another cat now and 2 dogs, and I'm so blessed to have them in my life. But before I lost my other cat, who lived until 19 years old, which was pretty damn amazing. And by the way, I have another card to turn over as well. I wasn't as in tune with my abilities to connect in at the time. I was still learning, and I have a friend that's a pet communicator. So I booked an appointment with her because I was worried about my cat. You know, I didn't know, because she was was getting old, or he was getting old. And, I'm like, oh my goodness, how much pain are they in? And so I want to know, like, when is it going to be the right time? Like, do I just let him keep going until he dies? Or does he want to be taken out of his misery? Like, is he in that pain? And so I used the pet communicator, and they said that my cat said to them that they didn't think I was ready to let them go. And they wanted to wait until I was ready. And once I was ready, then yes, they would like me to take them out of their pain. So that was really interesting to know, because that cat was definitely it was a spirit guide for me, helped me through so much. And we had telepathic communication. It was very cool. Like, this cat was so cool. He used to sleep around my neck, or right on my head, which is a bit uncomfortable on my neck. But if I was on the couch, then it has to be here, like 20 pounds, like, oof. And it would lick and lick. It thought it was a dog, and it would chase, balls around the house and bring it back. And it was a very cool cat. But yeah, so you can communicate with your pets that have crossed over. And if you have lost any pets, then they're saying, hey man, we're good. All right. So the final card that I was pulling, it doesn't have to be the final card for the night. We can pull cards for you too. From New Jersey, Illustrious is from New Jersey. Awesome. Hello. And Monkey says, love your energy and presence. Such a happy aura. Cool. Awesome. Well, Monkey, I love that you're here. You're bringing a beautiful, fun energy into the space as well. I love it. All right. So sensitivity. Because we're going through this healing process, our bodies, you might find your body is a little bit more sensitive to things, and we can each experience that in a different way. So for example, we had these tornadoes that were coming in yesterday across Ontario, and the barometric pressure did a huge shift, and I had the worst headache. It was like so deep, and I took Advil and stuff, and nothing was working for it. I just needed to lay down. I needed to go to bed early. I noticed my husband has had stomach stuff over the past few days, just really upset stomach. Some of you might be getting a lot of throat stuff. Sore throat, needing to clear your throat all the time. Maybe it's feeling hoarse or raspy. Some of you, maybe your skin irritations have been coming up more. So just pay attention to how you might be more sensitive, right? Maybe it's your digestion, right? Maybe the foods that you're eating are just affecting your belly more than they normally would. So try to eat as clean as you can right now. Try to eat clean, drink lots of water. If you like lemon, you can throw lemon in your water. You can do hot lemon water or cold lemon water. Lemon is wonderful for cleansing, and it's also very uplifting too. But if you are having belly stuff, then everyone's going to be a little bit different. You can try like a peppermint tea or a ginger tea, or even combine the peppermint and ginger. Both of them can be wonderful for digestion. Some people find one works better for them than the other, but it's just something to consider. But sensitivity also to energy. So think about that. Now, food has different energy. So certain foods, certain vibrations, it might not be a very good match for you right now, but also the energy of people. So, if people are more harsh, negative, denser energy, you might have a harder time right now being around them. Whereas other times in your life, you might be like, whatever, it doesn't even bug you, right? You can just like, so consider all that, and also consider the TV shows that you're watching, the movies that you're watching, the things that you're listening to, because words have vibration. Images can have vibration, right? Like violence, and that will affect your energy level more so now. just because we are going through this big healing. What? No comfort food, says Cree Warrior. Oh man. Well, I posted earlier this week that I was so drawn to comfort food, right? So yeah, just don't go overboard, right? Don't go overboard. So I'm pretty sensitive myself. Kimmy Gibbler. me, says Sarsaba. Okay, Monkey. Uncle Jesse in the next room. Have mercy. Uncle Jesse, I love Uncle Jesse. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so yeah, I had some comfort food the other day. I happened to have Miss Vicky's chips in the cupboard, and I'd never tried these before, but a couple days before I was really drawn to getting them. And I thought, what are you doing, Jackie? Like, you normally don't eat, I normally don't do chips, but sometimes I'll treat myself to chips, but I was so drawn to buying them, and they were just sitting in the cupboard. And so the other day, I'm cracking open the Miss Vicky's spicy dill chips, and it was really hard to stop. They were so good, but I didn't stop. I didn't finish the whole bag, almost, but I wasn't done, because then I had 2 glasses of cider. So a friend of mine has a cidery, and it's called Slaptown Cider if you're ever in Uxbridge, Ontario. No, sorry, there is Slaptown Cider, which is brilliant and amazing cider. My friend's cidery is, this is terrible, my friend's cidery is banjo cider. So I was having some banjo cider, and so I had 2 glasses of that. I still wasn't done. Then I had a bowl of ice cream, and I'm dairy-free, gluten-free, corn-free, so I had a dairy-free, it's like this coconut bliss, so it's made from coconut, and it was this chocolate caramel one, and I put hazelnut almond butter on it. And then after eating that, I was finally done. So I had one day of a lot of comfort food. And then after that, I'm like, okay, we got to clear this body out. And then I got back into the swing of things. So if you are really drawn, you really need that comfort food, then maybe choose one day or one afternoon or one evening, and then allow yourself to, I'm just going to do it, and then be good to your body after. Because I find if you get into a place of giving yourself permission and being totally okay with it, then you don't have that guilt. You don't have it just feels good. And then I think it's easier to get right back on track because you allowed yourself to have what you're totally drawn to. Lack Lamb, XXX, damn. Awesome. All right, so those were all of the cards. Are any of you going through any shit right now? And do you want me to pull any cards specific for you? And then trust that whoever is listening in, there might be something within the message for you as well. So to pay attention to anything that comes through. I made myself a tea. I don't know where I put it. I thought I brought it up here. I think I left my tea downstairs. Oh, well. I guess I'm not meant to have it. I guess I'll have it cold later on. I made myself a matcha green tea. I thought I might have needed a little bit of a pick-me-up because of sleeping very few hours last night, but I seem to be doing good. I'm working off of your energy. All right, what does Cree say? Is that what they call it? Cree, I guess my memory is terrible because I'm like, oh shit, I don't even know what he's referring to now. So I'm so sorry because that kind of ruins the joke when I'm like, can you explain it? But I need a bit more information because I don't remember what I said. All right, so does anyone want me to pull a card for them unless that's what you're talking about? Anyone? You know what I'm going to do is, where's my affirmation deck? Okay. I'm going to pull a card. Is that Jeremiah in the house? It is Jeremiah. Hi, beauty. You're making me blush. I'm like, aw. That's awesome. Thanks, Jeremiah. I appreciate the love. All right, so I'm gonna pull an affirmation card. So these affirmation cards are from the Effin' Badass affirmation deck. A beautiful woman who lives in Oshawa, Ontario created these really cute cards that, I'm showing them to you upside down. There. Really cute card deck, the FN Badass affirmation deck. And I like them because they have like power in the messages. Power with the swear words. If you don't like swearing and get offended by it, then you might want to go la 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 while I'm saying these two, okay? So the first one is, are you ready? You gotta say this. You gotta say this after me. I forgive all the bullshit. I forgive all the bullshit. At the top of this stream, I think this is so perfect, because at the top of the stream, I was talking about the key word right now, the key word, the key message to help us to heal our heart is forgiveness. Forgive all the bullshit, okay? So doesn't matter whether it has to do with family, friends, work, neighbors, whatever. Whatever you've been facing that has been really trying for you, that's been difficult, that you're just freaking fed up about, this is what we need to forgive. We need to forgive all that bullshit and have a clean slate right now. Moving forward, I got an itch. I think I have a hair that fell down onto my back. Anyways, so we need to forgive all the bullshit, which will enable us to move forward with taking the lessons that we've learned along the way, integrating them, and then not needing to relive those patterns. And coming from a place of compassion, right? That everyone in our life, including ourselves, we're always doing the best that we can with wherever we're at in our own learnings. And we can have brilliant aha moments that can create huge shifts in our life, shifts that affect our relationships, shifts that affect the abundance that we can now bring into our life. We can create shifts within our health by acknowledging, by forgiving, and by moving forward in a place of compassion and trusting that now you are going to be surrounding yourself with people who are more aligned with you than ever before. So some people might be kind of dropping out of our life, and other people, our relationships are just going to get stronger because we're doing this healing. But forgiveness is the key. So that's what you got to say. I forgive all that bullshit. All right, so Cree Warrior says, should have saved the cider for tonight. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I finished the cider. Damn. Actually, I felt like it was important for me to do this full on clear, because, you know, you can get distortion when you're channeling if you have alcohol within you. At least I find that I can get potentially some distortion because it's not going to be as crisp and clear of a message. So I felt like it was really important tonight to be full on clear. All right. The next affirmation is, I say F you to any struggles, fears, or regrets. And feel free to say fuck you instead of F you. It's up to you. But I say F you to any struggles, fears, and regrets. And you know what I also take from that? The message that came to mind is that a struggle is coming from your own perception. So the way you are perceiving your reality. But if you can adapt that perception, your reality can be very different. I'm going to see if I can explain this. I had an aha over the weekend. And I had gotten to a place within myself about a particular situation in my life that I am done. I am full on done. That's where I had gone. And because I got into that place, I noticed my behavior changed. I noticed that, and then even though by me saying done, nothing really changed in my life at that point. It was just me deciding, okay, I'm done. Like, that's it. And then I noticed the way I was going about doing things, I was more in alignment with who I was than ever before. I felt more comfortable in my power, and I'm like, I'm gonna rock this shit. And then I realized, I'm like, nothing has changed in my life other than the way I was perceiving myself. Even though other people were involved, it really had nothing to do with them. It had everything to do with my own perceptions. So really looking within and seeing how you are getting in your own way in different situations and different relationships and different scenarios, whatever is appropriate for whatever you're going through. You can create some beautiful changes by acknowledging what role you are playing within it. Okay, did we just have a moment of synchronicity? Monkey, tell me why. Tell me about this moment of synchronicity. Was it, you're talking about my weekend, of how things all happened in alignment there? Man, I've been noticing such beautiful synchronicities, such incredible synchronicities. It's incredible when you start noticing them, right? Then you're like, holy crap, I just feel the abundance. I see the abundance. Like, this is freaking amazing. What is Jeremiah? What are you drinking? I am drinking H2O, honey. We just got some water going on, and that's it. There's just water. And, but I got some crystals in the bottom of my water, so my water's jacked up. You see those crystals? It ends up infusing the water. Is that not cool or what? So it's neat. You get some healing water going on. All right. So does anyone want me to pull cards for that? Or do you have any questions? You can ask questions about whatever you want. You can ask questions about the topic. You can ask questions about relationships, about heart stuff, heart trauma. You can ask questions about anything, even if it's not related to that kind of stuff. By all means, we can play for a bit. Okay. Lekin says, at which point do you realize you're living a lie? I don't know. I know I'm not living a lie. So I think you need to ask yourself that. So I don't know where you're going with that. All right, monkey. How I got so lost in your eyes and voice and had to follow the path of my inner self. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. You got lost in my eyes and my voice. I'm like, okay, but I'm glad you're following the path of your inner self. I love that. Oh, Lechin Garrick, I think, just wants to throw some mud or whatever. And that's it. You know what? If the stream isn't for you, that's cool. Just keep on moving. It's all good. All right. So what does Jeremiah say? Oh, yeah, I already got that one. All right. So what do you want to do next? Do you want to do like a meditation and see what healing energy comes through? Or you can ask questions. But we can do a meditation to create some heart healing for us. Lekin Jarek, good luck to you as well. I wish you tons of love and abundance in your life. And SV Love says, hello, miss. Hello, how are you? I love it when you say hello. It's nice to have you here. It's nice to have the interaction. So what are we doing next? Should we go through a heart healing? I'm feeling that. So far, I don't have any requests to pull cards for individuals. If you're just coming on now, and if you want me to pull a card specific to whatever is going on within your life, we can trust that people who are in the stream right now will benefit from the messages that come through. Can I ask questions? I am Summoner Talks, just a random name. Hi, Summoner Talks. Yes, you can ask questions. Absolutely. Okay, Monkey says reading Carl Jung's work is pretty cool about archetypes within us and others. Oh, Monkey, that is so in alignment. Okay, tandem run bike. I will pull a card for you. I just first want to speak to what Monkey just said. Send some love and positivity your way. Monkey, I am totally sending love and positivity your way. I want to talk about those archetypes. I did. So I'm a medium and I'm an energy healer. And even though I'm a light workers still need light workers or healers to assist, right? So with all the crap I've been going through, I went through a beautiful healing session with my good friend Judy. And the one thing she said to me, like we were dealing with a whole bunch of stuff, but the one thing she said to me is that I have two archetypes, the archetype of the nun and the archetype of the goddess. And both of those compete against each other, which is very interesting. So it's part of my journey to be able to create some balance within those archetypes. So yeah, archetypes are very interesting. Monkey, do you know what archetype or archetypes are within you? I would love to know that. Okay, tandem run bike. Yes. Is there any specific question that you'd like to ask? Is there an area of your life you really want to delve into? You want to go deeper. And by the way, if any of you are ever interested in a one-on-one channeled reading and healing session, you can visit my website, thejoyfulyogini.ca, and you can book a reading there. You need to be ready. You need to be inspired to book a session because we go deep. So we bring up the crap for healing. So just need to be ready to go deep. All right, tandem bike. Is it tandem run bike? Tandem run bike. Who does that? I love yoga. Me too. Props. Oh, you're dealing with bad news. Oh, tandem run bike. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. And you know where I'm feeling with it? I'm feeling it in the third chakra right now. So that is above your belly button and below your ribs. This is where I'm feeling it. So this is the center of your confidence, your courage, your willpower. So I feel like that confidence has been depleted. It's been like a balloon, like being like the air kind of sucked out of it and feeling less than right now. So that's what I'm feeling right now in that third chakra. So first of all, I like to call upon Archangel Michael to clear all of our energy fields and to cut cords with everybody other than our kids that, if you have any kids that are dependent upon us, and to protect us in your golden light. Okay, I'd like to call upon Tandem Run Bikes, angels and guides, their spirit team, to join us for this healing session and to guide the channel messages to come through that will be for Tandem Run Bikes' highest and greatest alignment to hear these messages for the purpose of healing. What does Tandem Run Bike need? Okay, so the first card that came up is Imagine. Imagine. Oh, Quad Cinco, thanks for the wonderful compliment. And Quad Cinco wants to go deep. All right, so look at that beautiful card, Imagination. No matter what you're facing right now, on the outside, so I'm picturing like a nut shell right now in my head. And on the outside, it's very hardened and there's deep kind of ugly looking crevices and stuff on it, and maybe some dirt in there. And so on the outside, the situation seems, okay, the word that came to mind is hopeless. The word that came to mind is hopeless. Hopeless. The other word that just came in was grave. But if we were to open that shell, on the inside is a beautiful nut that is full of vibrancy, of nourishment, of energy, I'm getting like protein, from a nut, protein, and miracles. So I'm seeing these sparks. It's almost like fairy dust coming up and around this nut. So it's like beautiful blessings are going to come from within what you're facing right now. And so even though right now you're seeing the hopelessness, the dirtiness of it, the grave, the depth of despair, you're getting that. On the inside, there is beauty that will nourish the people around you. And that was specific, right? The people around you. It will nourish the people around you. It will be a blessing. And I'm seeing those sparks again. And I'm hearing trust in the process. All is in divine order. Things are unfolding as they should. Embrace and flow. Embrace and flow, and work at that forgiveness piece for unfinished business. Okay, so that was one card. You can let me know if this resonates for you. Anytime you're getting a reading from anyone, if something doesn't resonate, let it go, okay? Just let it go if it doesn't resonate. Okay, so the next card that came up is innocence. Innocence. Okay, take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. So that playfulness is going to help you to heal that inner child and heal those wounds from your root chakra. The wounds from childhood, from DNA, some ancestral stuff, being in that play and that sense of wonder and allowing, your imagination to soar, to not take the situation at face value, to see that there is a greater purpose, a greater good, and that believe in the beauty that can come from this situation. And so to help you to believe is working with that inner child. That inner child can believe in Santa Claus and Easter bunnies and tooth fairies, right? That inner child is play and wonder, and they're the best comedians, right? Have you ever hung around with like a 2-year-old? They kill me, man. They're just so freaking hilarious. They're the best comedians. So find that inner comedian, that inner child. Do things to help fuel that inner child. And that is going to help to create some beautiful healing. It's going to help you with that forgiveness place, right? It's going to help you with that to be able to move forward. Now, what does that say? Summoner talks. Does the source of energy have a beginning? I'll get into that after. Let's see where that goes. My friend told me that you are amazing and awesome. Oh, Tom, that's awesome. Tomsit and M. That's so cool. That's awesome. All right. So the other card that came up Let me just, so tandem, run, bike. The other card that came up for you is miracles. Miracles. I love it. So you see that unicorn, that shining light, and the water. See the water at the bottom, and it's green. And that green is from your heart chakra. So you are going through a heart chakra healing process. And through that healing and through that forgiveness and igniting that inner child, that is going to help create beautiful miracles. So the water represents emotions, right? So allow those emotions to come up for cleansing. Okay? This weekend, give yourself so much self-care as well. So not only letting your inner child to play, nap if you can nap. Just do things that will help to be soothing for you, okay? And then that's all you really have to do. And then miracles will happen. So trust in that those sparks of awesomeness that are coming up from the depths of where you are at, okay? What you've been dealing with. Tandem, run, bike. Thanks for this. Yeah, you're welcome. Greetings from Portugal. So cool. Awesome. You know what? I had a neighbor from Portugal, this beautiful, amazing family. Totally, absolutely love them. They only lived beside us for a short period, and then they moved back to Portugal. And they said, anytime you can come and visit. And we haven't gone to visit. I would love to go to Portugal. So, but I haven't really been staying in touch with her. So now she might be like, who the fuck are you? It's only been like 15 years, but we'd love to come and see you. Okay, so does the source, so summons or toxes, says, does the source of energy have a beginning? That is just very deep. Does it have a beginning? I don't even know how to answer that. Let's see what information comes in. Okay. Okay, so this is what wants to come through. The beginning of source energy always comes from a spark of an idea, a spark of an inspiration, a spark of awesomeness to come. And even before you have that idea, an experience then creates the energy of that spark, which already starts the energy flowing. And so when that idea comes, that energy it already became before the idea came to your consciousness. And so that's how it always has been. It's that spark of something to come, of the need to come, of the wanting to come, of the yearning to come, of the lessons that need to be had, to be experienced. It's always from a spark. And each and every one of you create your own sparks through the experiences that you've had. If you didn't have the ups and downs within your life, you wouldn't be manifesting the brilliance that you are. Even if you're going through shitty times, it doesn't mean you haven't had awesomeness. And when you have those shitty times, it creates the spark of wanting more, of wanting better, of not wanting to experience what you're experiencing. So when you don't like something that you are experiencing, it creates the spark to create better, to create more, to move you to a whole new level of being, a whole new level of fulfillment. And it will never be done. We keep on wanting more, and that is a good thing. And we're in a human body, so even the material items are things that we might have a wanting for, and that's okay too. But when we're wanting to have better experiences within our lives, allow yourself to dream and explore. And if you notice feelings such as guilt that come up, of, well, people have less than what I have, I'm not deserving or worthy to have that when other people don't even have this, those are misconceptions of what your life stream is meant to be fulfilled with. When you allow yourself to be fulfilled, it means you're acknowledging your worthiness. You're acknowledging your awesomeness. You're allowing your light to shine. You're allowing yourself to receive abundance, to receive love, to receive health, to receive self-care, to receive financial abundance, to receive material gain. When you're allowing yourself to receive all that, you're giving yourself love. And you are elevating your vibration and you're radiating love and light. And when you do that, that just shines off of you and it helps to elevate everyone around you. So it's such a huge benefit. So continue to dream. Dream big, use that imagination. And anytime you're going through tumultuous times, you can flip your perception to go, this is freaking awesome. This means I'm going to be sending out rockets of desire for things to get better, for me to have more fulfillment. So I've needed to have this load to get even higher than I've ever been before. And what I mean by getting higher than I've ever been before is achieving more fulfillment and joy in the different areas of your life. And if you look back to see where you were at maybe 10 years ago or 20 years ago or even 2 years ago, see where you're at now, see the changes that you've made in your life and how far you have come. And even if there's certain elements in your life you're still not fulfilled in, what about the other areas? Let's celebrate those. And then you can take turns focusing on different areas of your life to bring more and more fulfillment and abundance in your life by shooting those rockets of desires out. And know when that idea comes up, that energy has already been flowing because you have sent out the rockets of desire when you were in your slump. So it's a beautiful cycle and it continues. It's a continuous cycle and it will never end. All right. Megatron Lee is in the house. You answered my question. I'm scared of people. You're scared of people? No way. And tell me why. Why are you scared of people? Okay, Stony Maloney is getting pretty deep. I love this comment. Your worst case scenario might be someone's best case scenario. It's all about perspective. I fully agree with that. That's so awesome. I'm so glad you shared that. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, this is just a really simple example. Some of you might hate public speaking. Like, do not give me an opportunity to speak in front of a group, right? Like that would just terrify some people. Where I'm like, bring it on! I would totally love to do that, right? And it's just, it's about our perspective about what's fun, right? What's fun, what floats your boat. And that's just a very simple example. But yeah, it is all about perception. And I did give that example about the perception of how I changed my perception on the weekend. But really nothing had changed in my life. But I changed my thought patterns about something and then it shifted everything. So it can be pretty powerful. Oh, you're scared to be loved. What might happen? Can you answer me that? What might happen if someone loves you? Are you afraid you're going to hurt them? What's wrong with that? Good. This would be a really good conversation here. But also scared that someone's ego might get scared. Oh, I got new followers. Thanks, everyone. That's awesome. Okay, but also scared that someone's ego might get scared. Someone can get scared. Why is that your responsibility if someone else is scared? We are not responsible for anyone else's emotions. We can only be responsible for our own. Because that puts a lot of responsibility on your shoulders if you're going to be responsible of how other people are going to react. And it doesn't matter whether they're reacting to you or reacting to the TV or reacting to someone down the street. You are not responsible for their emotions. And as emotions come up within us, it is our own responsibility to pay attention to them. Because your emotions are a wonderful indicator of what's working in your life and what's not working in your life. And sometimes those emotions are coming up because it's simply a perception that could be switched in order to have a different reality that you're facing. Sometimes you need to take a different action than what you're doing. Sometimes you need to forgive yourself, forgive others. Sometimes you need to embrace yourself or others for who they are and why they do the things they do. So that relationships can be really, really tough, but don't take the responsibility of other people's shit. We have, it already takes enough energy to deal with our own crap as it comes up. And so if someone else in your life, if their shit is coming up, their emotions are coming up, give them the space that they need to deal with it. Don't think it's your responsibility to deal with it, but give them the space so they can deal with it. Anything else? Do you want to go a little bit deeper there? I've dealt with a lot of shit. Yeah, I bet you have. You don't want to go there anymore. And in your perception of what relationships mean to you are keeping those important love type relationships away from you. So it's repelling people because you don't want to go. You obviously don't want to go there. But relationships can be most amazing healing experience. Like even my husband and I, we've been married for 23 years and we were with each other before we even got married too. So we've been with each other for a long time and we have been showing each other their shit. And me just being me has been bringing up his shit, and him being him has been bringing up my shit. And it's a blessing. It really is. Not in the moment. In the moment, it's like, this fucking sucks. Why the fuck am I doing this, right? It can really suck. But if you work through it and you look at how am I creating this? What is my role in this? Don't worry about their stuff. Worry about your own stuff. And as you work through your own shit, either if you get to a whole new level of learning and they're not growing with you, then they will be repelled by you and then it can end. Or if you do your stuff, that can spark the healing for them to do their stuff. And then you're growing together and you keep on getting to the next level of healing and the next level of healing. Relationships are not easy. They're not easy. It's just whether they can be fulfilling for you. and whether you can be yourself. And so if you want to be yourself within a relationship, then it's also going to be about the communication and saying what you need, and setting your boundaries. Like there's so many intricacies within relationships that help you to learn and grow and stand in your power. Okay, so let's do some heart healing. It's like thinking I'm shit. Yeah, that can be tough, because that's a lie, because you're not shit. But maybe different people in your life, and maybe stemming from childhood, you take responsibility. You think you are in the wrong. You are the bad guy. But it takes two to tango. And so, sure, you have your shit, but so do they. They have their shit as well. And so, other people need to own up to their stuff too, right? And if they're not going to own up to their stuff, then it's not a balance within the relationship. They're not willing to look at their shit, then you're doing all the work. So some things to think about. So watch your perceptions about who you are, because you're always doing the best that you can with wherever you're at in your journey. And I mentioned before, I was talking to my friend today while walking the dogs. She said something to me so profound. And I said to her, I'm like, you hit the nail on the head. So I was talking to her about, I feel like my relationship with my husband has also been helping me to heal my daddy issues, right? And what she said to me was, you no longer, let's see if I can say this the way she had said it. You no longer need to feel like you have to perform to be loved. You no longer need, like, you feel like you have to perform to be loved. And that perform, the definition of that, can be doing a good job, being smart in school, being good in math. It can be getting the house clean and looking good and organized, needing to do, right? To be like, okay, are you going to love me now? But it was just a misperception, it was the way, as a child, I translated the way I was being treated, the way I was spoken to. I learned, it was this learning that was happening underneath. It was like, oh, I need to do how they want me to behave in order to be loved. So that means I was not necessarily being myself, right? I was trying so hard to be someone that I necessarily wasn't, and it doesn't make my dad, or let's say my husband, a bad person. They were just being themselves, and I was just living a pattern of being that I thought was right, and I thought that's how I will be loved. So I've come a long way with that, right? Because I'm in a place I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just going to be myself and take it or leave it. That's it. So the way I do things has changed. The way I respond to situations has changed. The way I set my boundaries, I communicate, that has changed. All from learning about that core. And my friend just happened to sum it up so beautifully. I'm like, that's exactly what it is. So it's about digging in to find out what that pattern is. Okay, Stony Maloney. I absolutely love the positivity you bring. Thank you for being you. Oh, Stony Maloney, you rock, man. You rock. And fuck, you're welcome. That feels weird to say. You're welcome. But anyways, thank you. You were warming my heart. Okay, Daver Red says so many people in the best age of their existence, but can't find a way. I hope you manage to save some. Bless you. Oh, Saber Red, thanks, man. You know what? I'm here to offer support for whoever is drawn to it and whoever is ready for it, right? That's if I can inspire some beautiful changes within you that bring you more fulfillment and more love and more abundance and joy and sexiness in your life, then yeah, I want to do that. That's awesome. That is such a freaking honor. Okay, so we're going to go through some healing, some energy healing right now. So if you want to do this, then if you're sitting, I just want you to plant your feet firmly on the ground. I'm wearing, you know what, you can't even see, I'm wearing heels tonight. I was just thinking because I'm planting, I'm like, well, my heels are kind of far from the ground, but I am connected. Yeah, I'm in my master bathroom. I am dressed to, you know, I gotta get in the Reddit screen. I'm dressed to have a fun time. This is my Friday night party, right? I hope that wasn't obscene when I bring that. I didn't show anything that way, did I? I hope I didn't show my panties or anything. Thanks, that was inspiring. Oh, Scott Z, XC, that's awesome. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Let's do a clearing. Let's do an energy healing. So yeah, if you're sitting, plant your feet. If your legs are crossed, uncross them. Don't even cross your ankles. Let's just have a really nice energy flow through our body. If you're lying on a couch or a bed, that's cool too. Your feet don't have to be on the ground if you're lying on the bed, but wherever you have contact with, picture that is where your roots are going to be grounding down into Mother Earth. Frosty bit, yeah, no, okay, good. Thanks, Frosty. Thanks, Earl. Whew. I mean, like, I gotta watch this to see what happened there. Okay, good. I can let go of that. Don't need to create any stress over that. I showed my panties. Okay, so whatever is connected underneath you, so whether it's a floor or a bed or a lazy boy or whatever it is, I want you to picture roots coming out from the bottom. So maybe they're coming out from the bottoms of your feet. Maybe if you're lying down horizontal, then maybe they could still be coming from the bottom and then they're kind of drooping down, going down. Maybe they're coming from your heels. Maybe you also have roots coming from your tailbone or your perineum down into the core of Mother Earth. So if you like using your mind's eye, then do it. Oh, Jeremiah loves heels. Whoop, whoop. And Cree Warrior, conformity of a society. Oh, yes, definitely. Okay, so picture those roots. If you don't like picturing stuff, you have a problem trying to visualize it, let that shit go. You know, you can take what I'm saying, take the stuff that's working for you, morph it in the way that will work even better, you know? So it's all good. I'm just going to give you some inspiration of how this can work, but allow it to flow in a way that feels best for you. So this will be more like a guided meditation, okay? Oh, I feel some built up energy, maybe from the day, what's been going on, things that have been maybe struggles that have been, they might have been minor struggles, but they're still kind of like in there, and I'm feeling that in the third chakra. So let's take a deep breath into that third chakra right now. Breathe out through your mouth with a sigh. Do that a couple more times if that feels good for you right now, okay? So let that excess energy out. Okay. So I want you to picture those beautiful roots that are coming from wherever you have them coming from, as we were talking about before. Maybe it's from your feet, maybe it's from your perineum, maybe it's from your tailbone, okay? So picture them going right down into the core of Mother Earth. Now, some of you, I'm going to give you a couple different visualizations. You choose what works best for you. Mother Gaia, the mother of Earth. Okay, you might even want to picture her as opposed to the roots. If you want, you can picture her beautiful, loving hands coming up and wrapping around your feet and ankles and nourishing you. So it's coming right from her hands. And for you, if that visualization does not work for you, stick with the roots, going down to the core of Mother Earth and wrapping around the beautiful crystal in the core. That crystal in the core of Mother Earth, or if it's directly connection, if the direct connection is with Mother Gaia, is filled with all the different crystals and elements and all of the beautiful roots from the soil, from the flowers and the trees and the shrubs and the vegetables, and all that, all those nutrients are within the core, and we're connecting in with those nutrients, and we can set the intention that the exact combination of nutrients from Mother Earth that will be a brilliant alignment with what you need right now for healing, for alignment, for aligning with your soul and with your soul's purpose, while letting go of all that is no longer in alignment with you, and creating that healing, that beautiful healing and integration on a cellular level. Let's take a deep breath in to Mother Gaia, or the core, the crystal of Mother Earth. As we breathe out, feel this brilliant healing energy coming up our roots, or right from Mother Gaia's hands into our feet, going up our ankles, our calves, through our knees, our thighs, between our hips, coming right up through our belly, our back, coming right up to our chest, our shoulders, down our shoulders and our arms. And you can maybe picture glowing, beautiful healing energy, even glowing out from your fingertips, and from your shoulders going up your neck, right within your head, and bathing your mouth, your jaw, your cheeks, your eyes, creating beautiful healing within here. And then you might even see in your mind's eye this gorgeous healing energy coming out through the crown. And it's still, we still have a beautiful flow coming from Mother Earth all the way up. It's just constantly coming up and out through our crown. It's now intertwining with source energy. You might even want to picture source energy being a big ball of beautiful sunshine, or maybe you're picturing it as something else. So go with that. Whatever color it is, whatever shape it is, however it's glowing, glistening, sparkling, whatever it is in your mind's eye is going to be perfection. Breathe into that source energy, and as you breathe out, you're drawing it down through your crown, coming through your head and your neck, down your shoulders. You can see it glowing out your fingertips, down your shoulders, down your chest, down your belly and back, through your hips, down your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet. Once again, going down into your roots, or into the hands of Mother Gaia, right down into the core of Mother Earth. Let's take a big, beautiful breath into the intertwining of energy of Source and Mother Earth all combined. Let's take a deep breath in. As we breathe out, it's all going to come shoot right up and fill every single cell in our body with beautiful healing energy. And just feel that awesomeness within our body. So just sit with this right now. And I want you to see where you feel energy in your body. Do you feel any constriction in any area of your body? If you feel constriction, bring your attention to that area of your body. Right now, I'm feeling constriction within my third chakra. So that is above your belly button, below your ribs. Bring attention to that area if that resonates with you, or simply wherever in your body you feel that constriction, that's where your attention can be. Take a deep breath into that area of your body. As you breathe out, you can breathe out with a sigh. Feel the energy starting to lighten and lift. If you are drawn to your third chakra, so above your belly button and below your ribs, you might even picture a spinning wheel of yellow or golden energy. Wherever in your body you have your energy or attention focused to, see a beautiful spinning wheel of sparkly gold, shimmering light. That is healing energy being sent to that area of your body. This energy is bringing in a transmutation. It is lightening the density. It is transmuting it into pure love, light, peace, gratitude, and forgiveness energy. Forgiveness to yourself, forgiveness to others. Feel that beautiful light energy coming in and expanding outward. It's even expanding through your whole body now, and it's expanding off of your body, and it's filling the whole room in which you're in. It's now filling the whole apartment or house or wherever you're at. It's filling all of that of where you're at and then going beyond. Take a deep breath into the core of where that energy began. And as you breathe out, feel it expanding outward exponentially. So that beautiful energy is not only assisting with you in your healing, it's helping everyone around you to go through a healing process in a manner that they are ready for. It's time for you to embrace all of who you are. Your brilliant uniqueness has maybe caused discomfort for other people in your life, but that has been part of their journey. You have been a blessing in their life by bringing up the discomfort to the forefront, giving them an opportunity to heal. You are a blessing, just as other people have sometimes caused discomfort in your own life. And that has provided you with an opportunity to heal. All the assholes in your life are actually blessings. Picture yourself as a warrior. You might even picture wearing sacred garb. You might even picture yourself with a staff or sword. Or maybe it's a shield. Or maybe it's another type of tool or weapon. Maybe it's a mace. Whatever type of warrior is resonating with you, I want you to picture that as yourself. But you are not a warrior that needs to go and conquer and fight everything and everyone. No, you are a warrior of strength, of nobility, and of generosity. You can even think about the animal medicine of the gorilla right now. Very strong, very noble, very community oriented, and very generous. That is the type of warrior that you are within your core. You fight to defend, to set your boundaries, to create peace and tranquility within your life and within your community. You no longer need that lashing out that some of you might be able to relate to, not all of you. Others had not been connecting at all with the warrior self, wanting to avoid any type of disruptive behavior as it doesn't feel good. But we all have this brilliant warrior within us that gives us the strength and power to handle whatever we face. And now we need to connect with this warrior self, to step within our power, to speak our truth. First, speak your truth to yourself and what you need. Speak your truth to the people that you love. Start making decisions that are best for you. Some people might call that selfish. And if that's what you're going to call it, or if that's what other people might call it, so be it. It's just a word. But that's exactly what we need. We need to make decisions best for us right now. And in the end, it will be best for everyone around us. And when we explain ourselves coming from our heart, not from a place of emotion, of distorted emotion, rather just communicating from a place of strength and nobility and community and generosity and love and peace. And when we're honoring ourselves, people will listen. They might need time to integrate. They might need time to go through their emotions. And eventually they will get it. Let's bring our attention to our hearts. Some of you might really connect with the spinning wheel of green energy, and some of you might really be connected with the pink heart energy. I'm feeling something really deep in the core. These are the wounds that have come up and that have been opened again and again and again in different relationships, a pattern replaying itself, looking a little bit different with the different people that we've been playing with along our journey. And it's been hurting ourselves. And we have continued to experience wounds because they are being self-inflicted from the distortion in our perception. So it's time for us now to wake up so we're seeing things with clarity. We are seeing the people in our lives, the situations, as a mirror for what is not right for us or what is right for us, for what we need to work on, for what we need to change in our life, what we need to do more of in our life. All those people in our life that push our buttons are there for us they're a mirror for us to look within to see how we can open our eyes to see the truth in our experience. Once we change our perception, we change our reality. You want to have a more fulfilled reality? You want to experience love? You deserve love. You deserve to be loved to the fullest. You deserve to be cherished in every way possible. You deserve to feel that love on so many levels. And what I mean by that is for people wanting to do nice things for you, for people to want to spend time with you, for people wanting to listen to you, for people wanting to play with you, for people wanting to have passionate sex with you, for receiving abundance in many levels. Abundance in love, abundance in health, abundance in relationships, abundance in career, material resources, abundance in financial resources. You deserve to feel that love, that goodness, that worthiness, that awesomeness in every way possible. It's now time for you to believe it. So I'm feeling that core, those core wounds. Let's take a deep breath into that heart energy. Breathe out with a sigh. Allow the energy to do its work. Okay, so right now, this beautiful golden light, this golden shimmering light is coming into all of our heart chakras right now. And the energy is getting stronger and stronger and rotating outward. And as it's going outward, it's getting more and more powerful. It's almost like one of those swirling fireworks where you can hear like the screaming of it as it gets higher and higher pitched, as the intensity gets faster and faster. That's what's happening within your heart right now. This brilliant energy is coming in to help to create clarity, to help heal those wounds. And so what I'm picturing right now, it's like we're all receiving love and care from like a beautiful, loving nurse or doctor or a naturopath, whatever you're relating to. And I'm seeing these beautiful wet cloths that have been soaked in this beautiful ointment. It's like this ointment that has it's liquid and blessed, and it has these different, it's been infused with essential oils and crystals that are perfectly matched for the healing that you need. And this energy, by the way, is coming from Mother Gaia. So that energy is coming up from Mother Earth. And so there's even plant essences within these wet cloths. And they're being laid all along our heart, all over our heart. And this liquid is soaking in, providing us the healing that you are so deserving to have. Each and every one of us is so deserving to have this healing. You deserve to be loved to the fullest. Accept this love and healing right now. Open up your arms to accept this healing. You can even picture yourself as a young child or a baby being swaddled or even bathed in this sacred water and even wrapped in these wet sacred cloths coming all around us as this baby being cradled. It's like we're going all the way back to first being born. You might even want to now picture yourself even within the womb and being immersed within the amniotic fluid that is now totally immersed in this beautiful healing energy. Some of us experience trauma within the womb, right? Maybe within the birthing process or before the birthing process. And so this is helping to heal all that, healing from adulthood, going all the way down to being right within the womb. And now I'm seeing us just within the astral plane and hopping from lifetime to lifetime. And also I'm seeing like a smoky, starry light picture of ancestries, all of our ancestors, seeing different generations. And we want to heal those generations, 7 generations past and 7 generations moving forward. So now you might even want to picture those sacred cloths going all over our ancestry. I'm just seeing this. It's like I'm seeing constellations, in space and seeing the ancestors there. And then within that, this nourishing energy from Mother Gaia is just enveloping them with the same beautiful energy that we had been anointed with. I'm even feeling my root chakra right now. I'm stumbling on my words, but I'm feeling the wetness from the anointment right within my root chakra right now. So the association of healing through the heart and healing from like our past and healing our ancestry, it's going right into a root chakra healing right now. Beautiful. So this is going very deep, and it will continue. You will continue to go through this healing moving forward. So even throughout this weekend, the healing will continue. So be very gentle with yourself. Get that play element in there. So I'm being reminded about that second chakra, connecting with your inner child throughout the weekend to bring in that play. But when you're tired, get the rest that you need. Give yourself the nurturing that you need. Take a nice deep breath into your heart chakra right now. As you breathe out, feel that energy just expanding throughout your whole body, every single cell in your body, and expanded out and beyond your physical body. Do that one more time, and this time it's going to expand outward right into the ether. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Feel your connection with wherever you're lying down or sitting. So if you feel a bed beneath you or a chair, you feel the floor beneath your feet. Feel that connection. Start bringing your consciousness to your physical body right now. You might even bring some attention. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. Start to deepen your breath. Let's make sure we are grounded. Take a nice deep breath into your roots right now, into the core of Mother Earth. As you breathe out, feel that Mother Earth energy just coming right up again to help ground us. Beautiful. If your eyes have been closed during this process, whenever you feel ready, you can slowly open up your eyes. Cool. Now that was fun. Okay. I'm just going to catch up. Okay, Yogini, you have to help me, thank you. Summoner Talks, you are welcome. Gas Pipe says, I'll go down. Okay. As an energy person, I tried to present the dance to a person with a religion, and that was not accepted. And that's where the bullshit started. But I understand now. Yeah, we can't force anyone to believe what we believe, right? We can't force anyone to do that. But we need to be strong within our own beliefs. Oh, Stony Maloney says, this is beautiful. I have to take care of the dog and have to go. I hope I run into you again. You're amazing. Yay! We need more people like you in the world. What a beautiful comment. Oh, thanks, honey. Okay. I got a note. Are you praying right now? Ella, I don't know if you're still in the house, but we were doing a meditation, a healing meditation. Shadir says, I had a hernia from birth and I couldn't have surgery until I was 1 year old. So my parents weren't allowed to let me cry until after that. And I think it affected my development. Wow, that would have been so tough. And how much pressure that would be on your parents. Like, we have to stop him from crying. Stop him or her, he, non-binary, whatever. That would have been a lot of pressure. But yeah, but I trust in the process of that too. So if it affected your growth, then how have what you have experienced made you the person you are today? And I bet you are just simply beautiful. And so embrace in that experience. I don't think there was any wrong in it. It just was. Okay, that is tuning. Hopefully that will come back. Oh, live again. Moist City. Hello. W. Is that a Hello, the E-Man. And then Synth Tokyo 3. What is the 3 about? Okay. Okay, and no additional messages on YouTube. All right. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. It was that was a pretty cool experience for me. I hope it was cool for you as well. Only three. Only three what? What are you talking about? Only three. Are you talking about 3 in the morning? Is it 3 in the morning for you? I don't know. Here it is 9:46 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This is Ontario, Canada time. What does it say? Oh, chat spam 3. That's I don't know what you mean. The E-man. So I never broke a bone and never have been stung by a bee, and now I'm paranoid. Oh, let that shit go. Let that shit go. It whatever your experience is your experience, and it's okay. And if something's going to happen, then it's meant to be part of your experience. But you don't want to be like waiting for the other shoe to drop. That creates tension and congestion within your body and affects your flow of abundance. So just be in a good space for where you're at. Okay, it's all good. No, I did not fall into a deep trance. Okay. Was it a good experience for you though, Cree? Let me know how it was. All right, everybody. So I'm going to wrap this up. I am, I was going to say grateful, so I was going to say grad. Grateful, glad, just mixing them all together. It was an honor to be able to play with you today. And hey, let me know. I'd love to have the comments after the fact on maybe what you experienced after the fact, like after this healing session. Send me a DM. I answer my DMs. And hey, if you're not following me yet on YouTube, I would love for you to follow me on YouTube, and that is the Joyful Yogini. You can also check me out on Instagram. All my links are there in my link tree in my bio, so that's an easy one to get to. It's the.joyful.yogini. So the.joyful.yogini, then you can go to my bio. And if any of you are interested in a one-on-one channeled reading and a healing session, you can connect with me on my website, which is thejoyfulyogini.ca. So what does that say? Positive energy. All right, Dennis Who Dead. And Godred says, wow, this is the most pleasant woman alive. It is all that the yoga. I wouldn't say it's all from yoga, because I feel like I've always been a type of person that is like, what is the silver lining? You know, wanting to find the joy and playfulness within situations. I wasn't always great at it, because sometimes I was pushing. It's okay, I'm okay, and just being that like trooper and not. But now I'm much better at, no, I'm freaking sad, or I'm frustrated right now, I'm angry right now, and acknowledging it and working through the emotion to then, I want to get back to that happy place again. So I got to deal with this shit, and then I can get back to that positivity again. But I have to tell you, yoga does definitely help. And it's been helping me to heal, because the job that I was in before I lost it during COVID was incredibly stressful for me, and it was affecting my health. It was affecting my nervous system big time. And so for me, it was a blessing to lose my job. A bit scary, yes, but it was a blessing. And then I really immersed myself in yoga. And it was a beautiful way to help me to heal, to start healing my nervous system, and for me to tune more into my body and tune into my breath and align my chakras, open my energy centers to get clearer on who I am and what's important to me, and release patterns that are no longer in alignment, because I've set the intention for me to fully align with my soul. So because I've done that, I want to be all that I can. As different shit comes up and I'm seeing it, I'm like, okay, what is this shit? And then working at releasing it. And sometimes it's not easy, right? I can understand why people can go to drugs or alcohol, because you don't want to feel the pain of it. You know, you don't want to, because it can hurt sometimes, right? As different emotions are coming up. But it's important for us to feel. We need to feel to understand it, to be able to let it go, to get clear on it. All right. So, oh, Ebony Star's in the house. Good evening. Hey, I'm just wrapping things up, but I'm glad you're here. Cynthia Tokyo says, my brother has autism and he really tries to be normal, and it makes me sad that he gets made fun of for his different ability to learn. Yeah, and you know what? You're learning in this. You can sit with it and see if it resonates for you, but your learning within this is to embrace your brother's journey. And your brother's journey is part of your journey, because right now you're feeling sad for him. But if you could maybe get to a place of embracing that he signed up for this. Like, I believe that. And my belief helps me to feel better with what I go through. It's all part of learning. And oh man, people with autism can be an incredible gift. An incredible gift. There's no right or wrong or normal or abnormal. We're all beautifully unique. It's just society might deem someone, well, that's an abnormal. That is not the box that we normally, being in the norm. That is outside the box, so we're going to label it in this way, right? But being autistic creates a beautiful difference in perspective. And so your brother is going to be about embracing themselves and for their beautiful uniqueness and being proud of it. I have a local TV show that I do. I volunteer my time to do it. It's super fun. And I interviewed this young woman who is on the autistic, she's on the spectrum, and she just finished a degree in psychology, and she's going for her master's, which is so brilliant. And she was talking about how it was for her dealing with COVID and the restrictions and emotions that other people were experiencing, and how she was experiencing things, and being autistic, and how she needs to communicate. She has a boyfriend now, and how she needs to communicate to them on how she deals with things and that they understand her better. And it's a beautiful journey that she's on, as your brother is too. So don't hold on to that. I hope you don't hold on to that sadness, right? Because all that does is create denser, heavier energy within yourself. I would love for you to transmute that sadness into trust and peace and joy and compassion and understanding. And it's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. Okay, Godred says, would you say you notice physical improvement? I'm really into being able to be more flexible, to exert myself heavily and need some relief to offset the commotion. Oh yeah, like physically doing yoga, I am way stronger than I've ever been. I'm definitely way more flexible than I've been since I was like 7 years old. And I still can work at being more flexible. It's an ongoing journey when you're in life and within yoga, right? But it's helped me on various levels, physically, mentally, emotionally. To tell you the truth, I default to drugs because it's the easiest. I can put a price. Where is it? I can put a price on easy, accessible, no holds barred relief that doesn't require anything other than taking the substance, regardless of the price down the line. Yeah, and I understand that people can be drawn to that. Hey, since Tokyo is following me now, awesome. Yeah, I can understand that. And now that you acknowledge that, you do have an opportunity to maybe make some different choices sometimes, and you can just see if that works for you. Okay, since Tokyo, wow, thank you, really. I have to like the stream, and every other person needs to like it too. All right, you tell them. Yogini, how do you deal with unwanted thoughts? Unwanted thoughts. I distract myself. It's like, you know, when a child is doing something that they shouldn't be doing, and you like this could be dangerous. So let's say over here, you can't see my hand. Let's say over here for Reddit. And so you're going to distract them by giving them something over here to deal with. So because when you want to shift your energy, you need to distract your thought patterns because your thoughts create your stressed out reality. They create your distorted reality. So you can do something playful. You can listen or sing to music or dance to music. Something else that's creative where you can just get into the flow of something. Sometimes I work out to do it. I work out pretty much every day, and I love it. But if I'm upset about something, if I just get into it, it helps me to release energy maybe that's associated with something. But when it's simply my thoughts and I want to get out of it, I'm going to redirect my thoughts by focusing them on something else where I can be within the flow. So I fully recommend something creative, something fun, something where you can be in the flow. It doesn't give you an opportunity to think about what you're upset about. You need to distract your brain. And then when you do that, when you distract your brain, even just temporarily, it's not like you're going like this, la, la, la. That's just temporary. It's just temporary to get yourself into a creative flow. When you get yourself into a creative flow, you open up your mind to opportunities that maybe you're not even going to see them when you're focused on what's wrong. Because when you're focused on what's wrong, that's all you're going to see is what's wrong with the situation. If you want to try to solve the problem, you need to try to get beyond what's wrong. And so open up your mind to creative opportunities, and then that's amazing for problem solving. So whether you're problem solving in the workplace or problem solving with family issues, you know, if you distract, you can open up your mind to get those ideas and inspiration. How was your day? My day was good. And then she says, hi, Yogini. Hello. First time I've heard someone talk about innocent distraction as an effective form of breaking habits. I unfortunately grew up with no such thing, a lot of corporal and harsh punishment that carries over to this day. Oh, Godred, I'm so sorry. That is so tough, and that would be so ingrained within you. And I hope you can get yourself in a space where you don't have to deal with that type of punishment anymore. I want you to be safe. And if there's any type of organization, a nonprofit, you know, something like that you can reach out to get the support that you deserve, because you do not deserve to be taking on corporal punishment. Physical, mental, emotional abuse is never okay. But sometimes it's just what our parents have grown up with. Right? And it's like all they know. But you never deserve something like that. So please reach out to get the support that you need to get yourself safe if that's something that you're still dealing with right now, okay? You deserve to experience love. Yo, what's up? I'm getting drunk. How are you? Hey, Bobby B. I'm drunk on water and life, but that's awesome. I'm glad you're getting drunk. Have fun. Okay. Cree says, I love it when your words flow from the heart. Thanks, Cree. That's awesome. Yeah, I was feeling the flow this evening for sure. It's been so fun. So thank you, everybody. My son handed me a note. I need to call my mom. So she needs me to make those reservations or tell her about what's happening tomorrow. So I need to call her before she goes to bed. So thank you so much, everyone. From my light to your beautiful, amazing light. Namaste. I hope you follow me so we can stay connected. Check out my website, thejoyfulyogini.ca. You can check out my Instagram, the.joyful.yogini. Check my link tree within my bio for my links if you want to stay connected on any of my platforms. So thanks, everyone. Have an freaking awesome weekend, okay? You're going to rock this shit. And connect with me and let me know how this healing rolls out for you, okay? Bye, everyone. Bye.